This is how I fuel my tanks. I have a standard 5-gallon gas can. I've had these for years. I have 4 of them that I use for the airplane, so that's 20 gallons of fuel that I do at a time when I stop at the gas station. This is a Harbor Freight fuel transfer or transfer pump. You can transfer more than fuel with it. It costs $10 or less at Harbor Freight. Sometimes you can even get them on sale for around $7. Takes a little over 2 minutes to transfer 5 gallons into the tank. This is a out of a newer style tank, and it's a filter, so I just use it on the end of the hose. Most difficult thing about this is, of course, lifting the 30 pounds of fuel up to the wing, but you could always use a 2-gallon or a 3-gallon tank and do the same thing if you have difficulty lifting. I frankly don't find it any heavier than the fuel hoses and filler valves that most FBOs have. I mean, those are pretty heavy, pretty beefy, and getting those up to a wing can be just as difficult, if not more difficult, because you're also wrestling with the hose as well. And for these tanks, it doesn't take very long to fill with those because they put out such a large volume of fuel. I've been using this method for a couple of years now. I've used these Harbor Freight fuel pumps or transfer pumps for several years around the house with other implements, lawnmowers and such. I keep one that I have here, and I also have a backup one in case it should go. It runs off of 2 D-cell batteries. Quiet. I've never had an issue with any fuel contamination. I technically have 4 filters before it gets to the fuel injection rail. I've got the filter that's on the end of the hose here, and then I've got 3 filters in the fuel path. And it's just finished up. Click it on, pull it out. I have another a funnel here that I use. It's got a filter in the bottom of it, and I pour the excess in. And that's it. I've just done 5 gallons of fuel into one tank.